I'm going to be giving you one of my free best bets in tonight's NBA playoff game between the Detroit Pistons and Orlando Magic. Before I get to that free best bet, I want to remind you at the online store at wagertalk.com, I have two spectacular subscription specials going on. The first one, a $500 off my 1-year pass. That's 365 days, all picks, all sports, all ratings for only $14.99. If you sign up today, you also get a 25% discount special. Number two, summer spectacular special. We have 90-day all access pass for just $7.49. That's 90 days, all picks, all games, all best bets for $7.49. It's at the online store at wagertalk.com. Make sure you check it out. That carries you through the entire summer. Now, let's get to what we're really talking about here, and that is a game tonight between the Pistons and the Magic, game 2, after the Magic shocked the Pistons in game 1, 112-101, as 8.5-point underdogs. Now, the Pistons, I've always had concerns about their offense, right? Only 2 players on Detroit reached double figures in the game. Now, Cade Cunningham was one of those 2 players. He scored 39 points, but he had no support behind him. That marked Detroit's 11th straight playoff home loss in franchise history. 11 consecutive losses at home in the playoffs for the Pistons. Will they break that streak tonight in game 2? We'll find out. Now, the question is, can the Magic keep the foot on the pedal and go up 2-0 and take a commanding 2-0 lead, or will the Pistons even at 1-1? Now, let's take a look at the game. From the Orlando Magic standpoint, I've mentioned it in previous videos, this is a resilient team, a resilient group of people. It's 18 wins. This team has 18 wins in which they trailed by 10 or more points this season. That's only second behind the Cavaliers for the most in the NBA. Also, the Magic, why are they streaking? Both Franz Wagner and Anthony Black are back. Wagner missed over half the season because of injuries and illnesses. He's back, and he scored 11 of his 19 points in the fourth quarter of game 1 on Monday night, and it was a phenomenal performance on his part, clutch at the end to give the Magic a 1-0 lead. Now, Orlando, in this series, they're 7-3 straight up and 6-4 against the spread the last 10 meetings in the series. And don't forget, not that long ago, earlier this month, Orlando defeated Detroit 123-107 on April 6th. Let's turn the page to the Pistons. What are we looking at here? They had one of the best seasons in franchise history. Now, what makes it even more remarkable is only 2 seasons removed from that horrific 14-win season that the Pistons suffered through. Question now is Cade Cunningham, I know he scored 39 points, but is he healthy? He's the former number 1 draft pick. I think it was 2021. He came back recently from a collapsed lung earlier this month. The question is he healthy? If so, great. If not, is it a problem? Well, consider this. I look back, the 11 games the Pistons played towards the end of the regular season without Cunningham, they posted a plus 9.5 net rating without Cunningham. That's barely down from the plus 10.9 rating with Cunningham on the floor for the Pistons. So how much of a factor is Cunningham? I still say that he is a significant factor, but he needs more help on the offensive end. Detroit has to win this game, and if they win the game, they have to go back to their defensive mentality. Their defense is their identity. The Pistons ranked 2nd in the NBA with a 108.9 defensive rating. They're the 3rd team, just the 3rd team in the past 15 years to lead the NBA in both steals and blocks. Now, the question, enough offense? They made no moves at the trade deadline, no significant moves in the trade deadline. I don't understand why. Cunningham needs help. Question is, who wins game 2? Before I tell you with my best bet. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And I love reading your comments. Make sure you comment below. Let me know who your best bets are and who you like in the NBA playoffs. I'll be commenting shortly after you post. Now, let's get back to my free best bet. It's going to be the Detroit Pistons laying the points over the Orlando Magic in game 2. Why? I have five technical trends that strongly support the Pistons laying the points in game 2. 1, what we want to do is play on NBA playoff favorites coming off a loss in game 2 or beyond of a playoff series. These teams are 389, 303, and 11 against the spread. That's 56.2% since 1998, including 107, 76 ATS, 59% since 2019. Technical trend number 2. This is another good one. You want to play on NBA playoff favorites, priced between -2 and -10 in game 2 of an opening round series. Why? These teams are 88, 57 against the spread. That's 61% dating back to 1997, including 27 and 10 against the spread, 73% since 2019. Remarkable. Technical trend number 3, and perhaps my favorite. Home favorites of greater than -4, coming off a loss when trailing in the series, that would be Detroit, provided one additional parameter is met. This system, these teams are 58, 25 and 1, 70% ATS since 1997. These teams have won by an average margin of 9.2 points per game, and they've covered the spread by an average margin of 2.3 points per game. Here's a subset of that. How do home favorites of 8 or more points do when they're trailing in a playoff series? Well, they're 24, 17 and 1. That's 59% since 2002, including 11 and 5 ATS, 69% since 2018. So the fact that Detroit's laying 8 points in this game in game 2 does not concern me one bit. It should not concern you either. Technical trend number 4, very simple. Play against NBA underdogs coming off back-to-back wins. Who would that be? The Magic. Orlando obviously beat the Pistons on Monday, but they also defeated Charlotte in the play-in tournament on April 17th. Why does this matter? Because these teams coming off back-to-back wins and they're installed as underdogs, they're just 223, 293, and 8 ATS. That's 43.2% since 2002, costing bettors a lot of money. Now, technical trend number 5, the 5th and final one. For my NBA best bet, play on number 3 seeds or better at home coming off a loss in game 2 or 3 of a series. These teams are 88, 52, and 2 ATS. That's 63% since 1996. My NBA best bet here on Wager Talk TV for Wednesday, April 22nd, is on the Detroit Pistons -8.5 points in game 2. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do. It really helps the channel. Thumbs up if you haven't done so. And let me hear your comments below. Do you like Detroit? Do you like Orlando? And what other games do you like? What other teams do you see making a deep run in the playoffs? I love hearing from you. Again, Detroit Pistons minus the points over Orlando, game 2. That's my free best bet for Wednesday, April 22nd here at Wager Talk TV. Don't forget to check out the subscription specials at wagertalk.com. Again, Jeff Keim, Keim's Corner. I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.